We are going to talk about investing in technology.
Correct.
And according to Robert here, the whole idea of investing in technology is broken. Not irreparably broken, but broken.
What we've experienced is a shift away from physical reality into digital reality, from hardware into software. And that's largely because the internet presented an opportunity and software presented an opportunity to digitize the world, to take many companies and put them online, and then to automate much of what was happening in brick and mortar ways, in manual ways, in a piece of software that would make us more productive and create more value in the economy. And of course, that's how we grew the economy for about 20 years. There's now a shift back to hardware companies from software companies.
Can you talk to me about some of these things, some of these hardware, some of these ways that new innovative hardware is creating solutions?
Many of the innovations are happening in hardware manufacturing. Is how do I make that manufacturing process more sustainable and circular? And that's just cute words for how do I make it more efficient,
right?
Not only for the environment, but to grow a business that is high growth and high profit. And so we're focused in that domain. And to use an example, let's take one of our companies that has developed I call it a grain of sand. It's called nanocarbon. And it's literally 1/1000th of an inch, 1/100000th of an inch. And you can actually manufacture this little grain of sand and control its geometry and its electro-optical properties. And you can now put it in a clear coating, put that coating on the window with billions of these grains of sand in the coating. You can't see the coating on the window. You can't see the grains of sand in the coating. You just see the window you're used to seeing. But now you have a window that is a solar panel that doesn't look ugly on the roof. In fact, you don't even know it's there. You can coat the whole building and turn it into a solar panel and convert the light in each one of those little grains of sand. And again, there are billions of them into electricity and supplement in great quantities the energy needs of that building or sell that energy back to the power company in your community. That's one example. Another example would be a company that's now come up with a way to make the glass that goes in every building at 1/10 to 1/4 of what it costs today to make that glass coated, whether it's with this solar coating or what's most popular today is called a low E coating. It's just a way to reflect the hot out, right? Another example would be textiles, is an example of taking waste off the factory floors, clippings, when you cut and sew the fabric into a piece of clothing, or taking the waste, the garments that you and I would throw away at end of life. There are many take-back programs. H&M and other major retailers globally have been taking back clothing instead of it going into a landfill or in an incinerator to be burned and creating an environmental hazard. We can actually take that waste in a line of equipment. It's about 150 meters long. And turn the waste back into virgin quality fiber. But I'll give you other examples. New generation electric motor, an axial flux permanent magnet motor that goes in the wheels of vehicles.
Wow.
Goes in torpedoes you can't hear. Goes in helicopters to spin the propeller. Goes in trains to pull the wheels. But it's in wheel instead of in the engine. It's a game changer in how we make electric vehicles.
This basically removes the need for a motor in vehicles. Is that right?
Right. Now, electric motor sits in electric vehicles, a radial flux motor in the actual engine compartment.
Yeah.
You can just gut the engine compartment and put the motors in the wheels, and they are donut-shaped motors that power the wheels to turn.
And you can do that for trucks, and you mentioned trains and big
trucks, trains. Anybody who's a fan of the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, I like that reference.
Yeah, that's pretty groundbreaking if that were to be adopted on a large scale, because that would change the entire way that automobiles and any are engineered, right? And
correct.
Yeah, so that's big, and that's becoming a reality.
That is already a reality. You can Google it and you can learn about where it's being used. Augmented reality. There's a company that's built a hardware device that you can wear as a doctor in your head, and it will actually image in 3D the organs of the body. And so the doctor can actually see, as if he were in the body, everything he's working on. It's a wonderful thing in 3D.
We're basically talking X-ray vision here, Robert.
Yes, we are.
So you could like see through people's clothes.
Correct.
So maybe we shouldn't let that get out to the masses.